To the widow trying to find herself again. To the solo mom carrying the home, raising the children, paying the bills, making the decisions, and still finding strength to smile. Your story is not over. Life may not look the way you once imagined. Maybe someone passed away. Maybe someone walked away. Maybe life left you carrying what you thought two people would carry together. Now you do the school runs, the appointments, the groceries, the bills, the birthdays, and the late-night worries. You hold your children when they cry, while sometimes hiding tears of your own. And when they ask, "Are we gonna be okay?" you say, "Yes." Then when the house is quiet, you whisper, "God, are we?" And somehow, morning comes. You get up again. You show up again. You love again. You pray again. That is strength. Strength isn't always loud. Sometimes strength is making dinner when your heart is tired. Sometimes courage is opening another bill and whispering, "God, help me." Sometimes faith is simply saying, "I don't know how, but I believe God will make a way." Because He has before. There were days you thought you wouldn't make it, but you did. There were nights your pillow held prayers nobody else heard. But morning came. There were moments you had no answers, but somehow strength came, help came, provision came. That was God. The God who kept you then is still keeping you now. So don't measure your future by your hardest season. This chapter is not the whole story with your children. One day you'll realize your heart doesn't hurt the way it once did. You'll laugh again, dream again. You'll discover the woman who was buried beneath survival. And you'll realize, I didn't just survive, God was rebuilding me. And Mom, your children are watching. They may never know how carefully you stretched the money. They may never know how many nights you prayed over them while they slept. But they see you showing up. They see a woman who loves, a woman who prays, a woman who may fall but rises again. One day they may ask, "Mom, how did you do it?" And you'll know the answer. I didn't do it alone. When I was tired. But God. When I couldn't see the way. When the money wasn't enough. When loneliness told me I was forgotten. When fear told me my future was gone. He became strength where I was weak. Peace when my thoughts were racing. Provision when resources were tight. Comfort in the quiet. Hope when I couldn't see beyond today. So woman of God, lift your head. Not because everything is perfect. Lift your head because God is still writing. Take the photo, wear the dress, serve God, rest without guilt. Buy yourself flowers sometimes, live again. Grief does not require you to remain sad to prove that you love deeply. Joy is not betrayal. Joy is evidence that your heart is healing. You are not just the widow. You are not just the solo mom. Those words describe part of your journey. They do not define your destiny. You are a woman loved by God, a woman carrying purpose, a woman with gifts still inside her, a woman whose greatest testimony may still be ahead. And remember, you don't have to be strong every day. Some days cry, some days rest, some days ask for help. Faith doesn't mean you never get tired. Strength doesn't mean carrying everything alone. And when tomorrow feels overwhelming, remember, you don't need strength for the next 10 years today. You only need grace for today. And tomorrow, there will be grace there too. Your future may look different from the picture you once had, but different doesn't mean destroyed. Different doesn't mean less. Different doesn't mean forgotten. God can still make it beautiful. There are still places you haven't been, people you haven't met, doors you haven't walked through, prayers you haven't seen answered, memories you haven't made yet. So widow, hope, solo mom, hope, woman rebuilding, hope, woman carrying more than anybody knows, hope. Your future has not been cancelled. Your purpose is not expired. Your joy is not gone forever. You have not been forgotten. What if the next chapter isn't just about surviving? What if it's about flourishing? What if some of your greatest days haven't happened yet? What if the story that almost broke you becomes the testimony that gives another woman hope? What if your children one day say, "We watched God carry our family"? Believe again. Seasons change, children grow, hearts heal, strength returns, so declare, my story has hope. I will build again, I will live again. I don't know exactly what tomorrow holds, but God, I don't know where every provision will come from, but God, I don't have every answer, but God, and because God is still God, there is still goodness ahead. This is not the end of your story. You are still here, still loved, still becoming. And one day, when someone asks, "How did you make it through?" you'll smile and say, "I didn't do it alone. 2 words carried me through. But God, there is still